All right, so I'm gonna go in reverse order of what I originally tried to do with this video and show you what we're doing for 6th grade. So first up, I'm going to start with the Charlotte Mason-y type books, literature approach. So first we have The Age of Fable by Bulfinch. This is like Greek and Roman, I think, mythology. I picked this up at a library bookshop recently. Builders of Our Country by Southworth. This is an American history book. And this is, I think, like a first edition. So very exciting. Got that on eBay. Our Island Story by H.E. Marshall. This is like a history of England taught in narrative form. My kids love it. It's like every single Charlotte Mason based approach's spine. Then we've got a history of England. Again, very well assigned book. This copy is from Riverbend Press, so it's got the whole thing. So we're doing that together with my 3rd grader. We do everything together that I'm going to be showing you. That's not English or math, but just pointing that out. Then we are still working on Halliburton's Complete Book of Marvels. Love this book. We're still working through The Princess and the Goblin, which is like literature based. The Boxcar Children, we're doing the 5 in a row unit on that. The Family Under the Bridge, we are doing the character studies from Beautiful Feet. Then we're still doing California history, California Out of the Box. This is The Reader, which is, I just love this. And I'm pretty sure I showed you this in the unboxing if you want to see that. We're kind of just doing it so that I can give a thoughtful review, but also because it's interesting. So this is kind of like a history book. Then we're doing the Aeneid, and we're still doing The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, and lots of other books as well. New this year, I have Our Vanishing Landscape by Eric Sloane, and I'm pretty sure I've showed this in an unboxing video. That's that. Then we have Pepys at Many Lands, Ancient Greece, in Waldorf schools, 5th or 6th grade. So 5th grade is Ancient Greece, 6th grade is Ancient Rome. We're kind of doing a blend. I didn't really get to Ancient Greece to the extent that I would have liked last year, so we're doing this one. And then I've got a couple of like American history, like living novels. So we're doing Pamphleteer for Freedom, The Great Little Madison, Padre Kino, Yankee Doodle Boy, and Tolliver's Secret, as well as other books my 3rd grader's doing, which I'll show you in her video for American history. And then we've got the Comparative Geography World Atlas from Riverbend Press on deck. Then we have several nature study books, which will be for my 3rd and 6th graders, and we're still working on this one as well. Then I have Geography 2 from Memoria Press. I really like Memoria Press's geography. I feel like it goes very deep. So the student reads the book, which I couldn't find, unfortunately, before I filmed this, and then they answer the question. So that's how the lessons work, and these are the areas covered in Geography 2. So this should be independent work for him. And then for Latin, we are still working on Introduction to Grammar School Latin with my 3rd and 6th grader. We're like on lesson 8. We're currently still working on the Pledge of Allegiance in Latin, which is fun. Then he will be doing New American Cursive, Famous Quotes and Lessons on Manners. This is the charter version of the Memoria Press New American Cursive. The non-charter version includes like Bible quotes and verses. So if you want that, they have that. Then we are still working on several units from Moving Beyond the Page. This one is an ELA lesson, but it also has like history tie-ins, but I'm treating it like language arts. So he will continue working through that until it is done. Similarly, we are still working through My Side of the Mountain. We read a lot of books at one time, so they take us longer to finish. This is the Moving Beyond the Page unit. We're also doing the Memoria Press unit because they are different but complementary. We're like a third of the way done. So those are the 2 main ELA units we're doing. We're reading other books, but those are the ones where you're like answering comprehension questions and doing analysis and stuff. The new one for him will be Lassie. My older son did this and it was wonderful. This is also from Memoria Press. This is a really long and dense book, so it takes a while to do. So I only bought him this one for 5th grade. I might get Heidi when he finishes this. I'm not sure. Or sorry, this is 6th grade. But this is a great one. And also for English, we got Writing with Ease at some point in the spring, so we'll be continuing with that. I love this. Highly recommend it. And we will be continuing with traditional spelling. This is for 6th grade. This is from Memoria Press. They only have the one version. They don't have a charter version yet. So I don't think it's an issue, but just go ahead and look at the sample if you're curious what the difference is. And I've shown all these things in different unboxing videos. So if you want a closer look, look up the particular thing you're interested in. Next, I started doing IEW with my kids in the spring semester. So we are well into this. We will continue with this until we're done. I don't think we'll finish this until the end of next year. So I don't suspect that we'll get another level. And that is obviously for English. Then another little fun thing I got was this journal writing, Daily Spark. I got this from the library. You just read these little prompts and then respond to them like a free write. So that's really easy. And I also got the small little notebooks, the composition ones, to go with that. And then the last truly English thing is language arts. This is like grammar. Well, you could see what it is here. This is one of the supplements with Memoria Press. They don't create this, but they sell it to go with 6th grade. They also have their own grammar program, which is incredibly strong, called English Grammar Recitation. I own most of those levels, but it's too intensive for me to facilitate on top of everything else. So I like doing the quick and easy grammar. And we will be doing Charlotte Mason's grammar this year, but I'll show that in my 3rd grade video. So very strong on the grammar this year. Next, let's talk about math. So our main math spine will be Right Start Mathematics Level F. We recently got this. We're like on lesson 40 or so. We just skipped to where he was at, like the things that were new to him. So for example, right now we're doing basically the Pythagorean theorem, but without calling it that. This is going really great. Also, by the way, they have video lessons for every single lesson of how to teach it on YouTube. When you buy the curriculum, it has a QR code that you can scan. So I think that is truly amazing. It makes it really easy to implement. I really like their math so much, I became an affiliate, but I think you guys know I wouldn't just endorse things if I didn't love them. So we're doing the Right Start Math. Then we also have this book for like quick, if I don't have time to teach a full lesson, I want him to reinforce a concept or just do a quick worksheet. We've got this. It's 4th through 6th grade. Also, we will be starting Dimensions Level 6A in math to go with that because I feel like it's a different approach. And I'm also assessing if he's ready for pre-algebra. So if 6A goes well and goes quick, we'll jump right into the pre-algebra. So I just ordered that. It hasn't come yet. That's the math. Now let's move on to the history. So I've got a couple of units from Christophorus. I've got medieval history, and then I have the guide to like Roman history, which is in here. And this is just got, I think you can still buy this. It's like a download, and it's got an overview of like all the different main lessons. So I'm hoping to have time to really spend in this over the summer and get organized for those main lessons. Then we have just a couple of other books to go with our American history, which is Liberty, How the Revolutionary War Began. I just had this laying around, so I pulled it to go with the other books I showed you earlier. And then the next books I'm going to show you are from Wildwood, which is a secular Charlotte Mason comprehensive curriculum. So for Form 2A Upper, these are the books recommended for history. Children of the Wild West, and I've showed these in another video as well. Picturesque Tale of Progress, Exploration. So this is, I believe, what was happening in South America during the exploration time, so like 1500s approximately. And it's like, I've shown this before, like I said, but it just looks so cool. I'm really excited about it. I think he's going to like it. Then we have Navajo Long Walk. So this is, and we'll also have the Landmark American History Volume 1 to tie that all together. So that's kind of like a different, or like not a different, but like a way of doing American history in addition to the historical fiction. So there's that. Excuse me. Then we will be doing Bookshark Level G. I'll show you the books first, then I'll show you the guide. So the main spine is Kingfisher History Encyclopedia, and this is like a very picture-based thing. So it assigns you which pages to read for that day, which I'll show you. And then the other two spines are Story of the World Volume 1, which is Ancients, and we started reading this earlier this year and looping it in. So there will be a little bit of a lag that eventually I think we'll catch up with. And then volume 2 is the Middle Ages, so this ties in nicely with that Christophorus unit. And then I'll just show you all the books that are included for the Bookshark, Level G. This is highly assigned in Charlotte Mason curriculums. And so this is like, so this is world history, year 1 of 2, but a lot of these, so there's like ancient Rome, and then there's like up to the Middle Ages. Trojan War, so that's about half the books. And then Silver Branch. And sorry I'm going kind of fast, but I'm a little bit short on time today, and I have all my 3rd grade books sitting here. So some of these are readers, some are read alouds. You can see it really covers a wide array of topics, and these are all historical fiction or novels. And then I have these 2 books just hanging around to see if we get to include them. Now I'll show you the Bookshark guide. So this is the cover. And I'll show you how it's scheduled. This is the 3rd or 4th time we're using this. It used to be numbers instead of letters, so you can see it assigns you Story of the World pages, Kingfisher pages, then you've got a read aloud, a poetry book. I don't think I showed you that. I'm not sure if that's in the pile. This one I know is not in the pile. This is also assigned in Build Your Library Level 10, so that's where that book is. And then there's the optional World History 1 lap book. I don't have that, so I will have to get it. And then I'll just show you the scope and sequence. So as you can see, we did this with a charter, so I had it paced out for which learning period we would do. And it's really easy to use Bookshark with a charter. And there's the second half of that. And this is available on their website if you want to download the scope and sequence and look at that further. So that covers our history. So you can see we're kind of doing some Charlotte Mason things as well for American history and like British history. And then for our world history stream, we're doing the Bookshark. Next, we will move on to our biggest study, which is science. So because of the way I have piles, I'll just show you the books first. These are all from Blossom and Root, Volume 6, which is Wonders of a Living Earth, I think it's called. So the first semester is chemistry. The second semester is biology. We will be looping our science. I have 3 science curriculums we'll be using. So one is chemistry, one is biology, and one is physics. So the first one I'm going to show you is chemistry. These are the books, and you choose like one spine and the rest are optional. But I happen to have some of these, like this one I already had and this one I had because these are also Ambleside books, and they're really great. Just like full color, lovely things. There's also like all sorts of experiments and things scheduled. So these are the books. And I have a video where I showed the unboxing of these things if you want to see what it looks like inside. This is the curriculum itself. They just released the second half of this like 2 days ago, and I cannot wait to get my hands on it. It's not even at the printer yet. It's like all biology, and there's a cell mitosis game, and it looks amazing. So I'm really looking forward to looping that in as well. And of course, I'll share when it comes, but I just wanted to say, so this is chemistry. The next one's biology and ecology. So that will be what we do in addition to the chemistry. So this is like 1 day a week. And then I'll show you the biology when it comes. And I'll next show you the physics we have. And I lied. I have 4 science curriculums. So we have this Christophorus middle grades curriculum. I think this is 6 weeks long, so this isn't like a full year or anything. And I've showed a little bit of this in a prior video. The 2 books are the Earth, Water, Fire, and Air, and Color. This is a little bit harder to get of a book, but it's really like phenomenologically based science. I love that. And if you get this unit and you look inside, it really tells you, like, see how it's telling you what to do. There's like experiments with candles and lovely things, and I think that we'll be able to finally achieve the lovely Waldorf science that I want to achieve. The other science we have, which he will be doing independently, is the Bookshark Earth Science. I've showed this in another video. This is brand new. So Bookshark used to be like one science topic per year, and then they changed to interdisciplinary or integrated to match the NGSS science standards. I wasn't necessarily a fan of that because I feel like it can just go all over the place, and I really liked how it had like one main theme. So they went back to the one main theme. So 6th grade is earth science. I think 7th grade is biology and 8th grade is physics. So my son is like obsessed with space. I got him this. This is his independent work. So he's doing this on a daily basis. I'm not teaching it to him. He's reading this book and answering these questions. He's on week 4 right now, about to finish that. And then I will be presenting from the other 3 science topics. So basically he's got 4 different things going on. The point of that is to keep it interesting, to keep it fresh, engaging. I personally don't like to stick to one topic. I rediscovered that this year. I got so sick of covering botany for the entire year. I wanted to loop different things in, so I'm giving us options. Perhaps we'll really like, the physics and we'll want to only do that. We'll see, but I'm really a big fan of looping. And then the other thing that I have is these 2 science readers. These are from Wildwood as well for the Form 2A upper. And he reads science every night, so he will just be reading these in his leisure time. And we are working on a physics of baseball, like exploration unit for him. So that kind of ties into that. So that, in short, as fast as I could talk, is basically 6th grade. If you're interested in seeing more in depth of certain things, look around on my channel and see if I've got like unboxing videos or things like that. Otherwise, I constantly share on Instagram what we're doing on a daily, weekly basis. If I make any changes, I will share here, there, on the blog, whatever. But I like to over-select things and then do what works. So we'll try a bunch of different things, and then whatever sticks is, what we'll stay with. So if you feel like there's a lot of material here, it's because there is. Bookshark in particular, I highly doubt we're going to read all the books. We do not move fast with books. We move very slowly. So we may end up like choosing, okay, do we want to do this book or skip it, do the next one? Anyway, so that's what I've got on deck for 6th grade. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I didn't forget anything in this video. And yeah, catch you in the next one.